This is a glimpse into my life. Life with Eric.
Eric's here.
And I'm Kylie.
And I'm Eric.
Okay, I think we know who you are.
Oh.
Well, good morning, sunshine.
Good morning.
Or shall I say good afternoon?
Good afternoon.
Have you had a good morning?
I don't know. I think I have narcolepsy.
I mean, I'm starting to question if you do.
I do. I open my eyes. I get up. I make the coffee. I make a cup of coffee, and then I fall back.
You drink a cup of coffee, and then you fell back asleep for 2 hours.
Who drinks a cup of coffee then goes sleeps?
I'll do it at night, but I don't know. I've never done that in the morning.
I can't have coffee at night.
And let's make this clear. You woke up at like 8:45. It's not like it was 6 a.m.
I did wake up at 6. I woke up
Well.
at 6, checked on River, went back to bed.
Like walked to his room and came back.
And then I woke up at 8.
He's not like a baby.
Well, I just want to make sure he gets out of the house. He gets home so late.
Was he even up at that time?
No.
Right.
I think he's going to oversleep.
He was still sleeping because it's before his wake up
Right.
time.
I'm empty nesting. That's how
Okay.
it makes me feel good to do stuff like that.
What are you gonna do in like 2 weeks?
Just check on an empty room.
Are you gonna like panic call him at like 6 a.m.? Are you up?
Probably.
Okay.
And I wouldn't put it past me at all.
I actually would not put it past you at all.
Right.
I'm gonna like wake up in the morning and you're gonna be like laying on the floor in his room.
Whenever you're going number 2, I seem to call you and ask where you're at.
Right. Correct.
Why don't you start bringing your phone with you, then I'll just text you.
But you
Instead of
don't.
saying,
You
"Kylie,
just
where you
yell
at?"
out.
It's
Even
like-
if I had my phone with me, you would still.
It's like I know in my head when you're going to the bathroom.
I
And I'm
know.
always
And
like,
then you
"Kylie, where
get like,
at?"
ew, it's so gross. And I'm like, you're the one that's coming to me. Like, leave me alone.
I don't even want to go because it stinks.
Well, right. Like, but
I start
you,
smelling.
I don't know what's wrong with you. Is it because like I'm quote unquote ignoring you?
If I don't hear
For a
from you for a
period of
while, I
time?
look for you.
Like,
Right. That's why
what do you do when I'm at work? Do you like wonder what like is she at work?
No, I just sit in the
Do
bathroom.
you do you drive by to make sure my car's there?
No, I just sit in the bathroom and wait for you to come home
Oh, okay.
so I can find you.
Oh boy.
I sit there on the floor and wait for you.
In a ball curled up, rocking,
Yeah. Naked, curled up in a
napping
ball, rocking.
because you're
napping.
narcolepsy.
I just sleep in the bathroom, naked, crawled up in a ball, waiting for you to come home so I don't miss you. And you wake me up. Honey, I'm home. Oh,
You hear the beep of the door and you're like, oh, I can get dressed now.
I'm home.
Good Lord. You
We
got
had-
problems.
Yeah, we had a big... Okay, let's start this podcast. Let's start the podcast. We had
I think we already did.
we had a big week this week because my dad's best friend and my friend, Organ Mike, came into town.
Right.
And we went to my mom's house, had my mom's spaghetti. What's that song?
It's Eminem.
I know, but how's it go, though?
I can't remember the actual lyrics at the moment, but it's
My palms are
palms
sweaty.
are sweaty. Mom's
spaghetti. I got vomit on my shirt. Mom's spaghetti.
Palms are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti.
No, palms are sweaty. I got vomit on my shirt. Mom's spaghetti.
Okay. Maybe for the first time in your whole entire goddamn life, you got a lyric right.
I think that's right. I got vomit on my shirt. Mom's spaghetti. Those Eminem fans, write me in. Let me know.
An Eminem song from 2 decades ago, but it's fine.
More than 2 decades ago, 25 years ago, probably.
No, I don't think so, because
That song probably came out in, I'm guessing, 98. Or you think it came out in 2000s?
No, I think it came out in 2000s. I'm pretty sure I was in college.
I remember being at Jeff and Karen. Skylar was 1, so it came out
So
in
in the
2000.
2000s.
It came out
yeah.
2000, 2001.
There you go.
Well, my
Told
palms
you,
are
I
sweaty.
was in college.
And last night we did eat mom's spaghetti.
Did you have vomit on your shirt?
No.
Okay, great. Just checking.
I'm not the thrower-upper.
Correct. I'm the one that throws up in this group.
But it was pretty good. We had a good time up there.
It was good. It was really. I've heard for a decade now many stories of Organ Mike, so I got to put a face to the name. And
if you want to put a face to the name, he kind of looks like Santa
well, right,
Claus, like
but
Tim Allen,
but
Santa
still,
Claus.
you don't. It's not the same. Like you get the personality, you get the real.
Well, you know what he told me last night? He goes, "Know what people call me and say I look like?" And I go, "Santa Claus." And he goes, "Oh no, Kenny Rogers." And I
Oh,
go,
yep, I could see that.
I go, "Well, you're a cross between Santa Claus and Kenny Rogers."
I could see Kenny Rogers. But so it was nice to put that all together for me.
Well, my dad and him tell stories and they start
Right,
laughing
and I hear-
and
well,
crying
yeah.
and yeah, we've
They're
heard
pretty funny together.
Yeah, they're good together. River says he's going to make a movie about him, so we'll
Yes,
see.
that would be.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And he brought up his son.
Intriguing.
He brought his son Matthew and his wife
And
their
grandson.
and grandson up. So it was,
Yes, it was nice.
it was a
Well,
good,
you had met Matthew before, but it was,
yeah.
I got to meet
I mean,
them.
I hadn't seen it for my mom.
Oh my Lord.
I said, yeah, I saw Matthew probably 22 years ago. Let's just call it something like that. He
so
came to
yeah,
Reno.
you're like he probably looks like Oregon Mike used to look like.
I go, he probably looks like Oregon Mike looked
She's
like
like,
at
no.
53. We knew Oregon Mike at 53. So
Yeah.
he probably looks the same. And she's like, no. I said, well, yeah, he probably is. Like, I'm 25 pounds heavier than
and
I was then.
grayer
And grayer, so he probably is too.
She's like, no.
No, and I'm like,
Yes.
why would you not think that?
Yeah. Are you?
Right.
She
Everybody
looked the
looks- same
same as she did at 25?
Maybe she does.
I know. She like couldn't wrap her mind around the fact that Matthew aged just
Right.
before she saw him.
Right.
Like
But we
that
all-
people age.
Right. But we all did.
Right.
But Oregon Mike looked pretty close to the same. So,
I mean,
as I thought, you never met him before. But we had a good time. Tanner and River came by.
Yes.
Yep. And that was good. And Skylar, of course, called me and FaceTimed me in the middle of the dinner.
Of course. She felt
really
it's like she knew she was missing something.
Yeah. Sky just moved to a new apartment.
Yes, this
New
kid's
townhouse.
crazy.
Yep. She moved again.
She
But she's very happy. I hear it in her voice. She's very happy
She
about it.
can't hear it in her voice, but
Yeah,
good
so I'm
Lord.
very proud of her.
I'm-
And she
bless
packed
her
it.
heart.
Hey, she's little too, and she packed a whole U-Haul
I know,
by
that's
herself
impressive.
and moved it in by herself. So
She must have really wanted to do this.
right. Kylie,
Eric.
we got to get down to something since we were talking about you in the bathroom.
Why? What?
I know, and I know my mom doesn't like talking about this stuff.
Why are you talking about it then?
But I had it on my notes a few weeks ago too. But I just got to mention it. We're gonna
Good.
touch on it real quick.
I'm going to touch on it.
But for some reason, a couple weeks ago, you smelled my ass.
Yes. So.
Like, who would do that?
So, just in case, I don't know.
You know what this is saying about you?
Historically, right. It doesn't look good for me, but it's fine.
Like, I can see me
So
doing that, not you.
I don't know. I mean, it's a most people, men thing. I don't know. I'm a pretty open, if you will. So, like, I don't care if I poop with the door open. I don't care if you, like,
Why do I care?
right. I'm like, so, like, around you, friend, sister, whatever, I don't care if I'm naked. I don't care if you see anything. Like, that stuff doesn't bother me. And
Strangers
so,
too?
no, not more. Like, I really am more self-conscious on strangers, but
Of course.
but you're the opposite. You don't like to just let it all hang out, if you will. And so, just to be a dick, I was like, pulled your pants down, and so whatever reason went in my head, it was like, I'm gonna smell his ass.
And I
Just-
said,
And I did it purely to see what your reaction.
I was like,
would be.
and I said I wouldn't do that.
'Cause
But I've been driving
I
all
thought
day.
no, it was too late by that point. I thought you would freak out and be like, what are you doing? Knock it off. You did nothing for the first time in your life. You let it happen.
Right.
And it was the worst thing I could have done.
That's what you get.
I did 100%. I deserved it.
Right.
But I also wasn't expecting it to smell like it smelled. Sorry.
That's called swamp ass. I was driving all
Oh my
day
God,
for
it
like
was.
15 hours sitting on my butt. Who would even do that? Who would even
I don't
attempt
know.
to do that?
I don't know why I did it. It was one of those weird things. I was like, what if I did this? So I did it, and I should not have.
I wonder if my mom's ever done that to my dad.
I don't know. I do a lot of weird, like random stuff like that on like a normal basis.
Right. Well,
And you usually are like, knock it off. What are you doing?
now you have no sense of smell, maybe.
And, right. And that day you let it happen. And yeah. So this is 2 times I've had a rough experience with your butt.
Right. Well,
You
That's what
think I
happens
would have
when you're
learned the
married.
first time?
that's what happens when you're married.
You smell your significant other's butt?
And one of the things I was thinking about, and I know we're going backwards on this, but when we were driving home in the car,
Oh, no.
I really have really good rhythm in the car.
I know.
Like,
I
I
noticed
can
that.
hold a tune and hold a beat when I drum and
And you
everything
like
in the car.
dance to the beat, like
And
you
I-
hit the beat.
And I dance and I hit the beat. But if I get out of the car and turn on the
There's
music at home,
you're not to
I
the
can't do shit.
You're not to the rhythm. You're making up your own rhythm.
right.
It doesn't. You're like, what are you doing?
I think it's something about being stuck in the car seat. I just
I
got to
don't
shimmy a
know.
little to get the rhythm or something. And you always go, God, you actually got some rhythm here.
I know. You'd make like an amazing like wheelchair ballroomer
Oh,
dancer.
I would be better in a wheelchair
You would.
than regular dancer.
You
'cause
totally would.
I'm a good dancer from the waist up.
Yes, yes, you are.
My neck and my shoulders have good rhythm.
Yeah, you,
and I
you
do
throw
little
your
good-
hips in there.
I do hand gestures.
You
As soon as
do,
get-
yeah. You threw those hips in there and they throw it off.
No, hips, my big old feet flopping each way. I probably got bad knees or something. They're moving around each way.
It's those pigeon toes, maybe.
Oh, yeah. It's probably those.
Maybe if you wore your shoes on opposite feet, like you did, it would help you.
Oh,
You
with the
should do
rhythm.
an experiment. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
probably not, but
But yeah, I wonder if there's wheelchair dancing.
there really is. Yeah,
Like where they go and dance and they do-si-do. Like,
I mean, I'm
like,
not do-si-do per
like
se.
you know what's
but
that?
like,
What's that called? Square dancing in a
I don't know
wheelchair.
about square dancing, but I think there is like some kind of dancing in a
Well,
wheelchair.
if I ever end up in a wheelchair, I have a future.
We're signing you up.
Sign me up for the dancing
Because,
class.
yep,
And I'll probably take over. I can do hip hop, everything.
you have to like bounce your chair around then.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll wear a no shirt and a gold chain.
Oh boy.
Sideways baseball cap.
You
You wheel me on in.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. Biggie Wheelchair. That's my rap name.
Ugh. God bless
But anyway,
it.
you got to admit, I got good rhythm in the car.
This to Newport, I was amazed. I was like, what's happening here? Like, I just saw you dancing the other day and it wasn't good, but you're like busting a legit rhythmic dance to this song.
Right? I don't know why.
I don't either.
Yep.
I
And
wish
that's
I did.
how I got the swamp ass. It was
From
so hot.
dancing?
Yeah, it was so hot.
It was hot.
Yeah, all the way. It's still hot. The temperatures in Reno are still
Not
hot.
like it was though.
It's fucking hot though, man. The air conditioning's
I
on all the
mean,
time. It's
It's
just.
winter. I mean, it's
I'm
not
like,
winter.
hey, Keeks, let's go
It's
out and lay by the
summer.
pool. You're like, it's too hot. We can't lay by the pool.
It's
We can't even
so
cool off because our pool is 101 degrees.
Right.
It's at least 100, 101. The whole
Right.
pool.
I know.
And our pool starts at 3 foot at each end and goes to about 6 feet in the middle, right? Roughly 5.5, 6 feet in the middle.
It's more.
and
It's
so-
taller than me. It goes above my head.
6 feet, let's call it. And because I can kind of tiptoe and stand in the middle. But it's like a giant ass hot
It is
tub.
like a giant hot tub.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
if
a
you go in
bath.
at night, it's cool, but
Feels lovely at night,
Yeah.
but not so much during the day.
it is so hot. It's unbelievable.
It's true.
Like I think we have a dark cover on it, so
Yes, that's why it does that.
it's kind of fun to have a hot tub like that.
Not
though.
when it's 96 out though.
Why?
96 degrees outside. It's not fun.
98 degrees in the shade. That's a
Right.
Bob Marley song.
Okay, great. But it's summer, honey. So why would it not be hot?
The pool itself usually
You
it
just
holds cold
generally-
water on the bottom.
But you're saying you're like it's so hot here. It's normal. Why do you think they call it hot August nights?
I know, but it
'Cause
seems
it's-
hotter than normal. Everything is
not. You're
hot as
losing it.
fuck.
I think you're just like home and present more, so you're noticing.
Oh, maybe that's
And
why.
you're in Reno more than you ever have been in the summer.
Oh,
normally
I'm
in
always in
Tahoe,
Tahoe.
yeah.
I'm going to go to Tahoe on Monday. then.
Oh, okay. So you can cool down.
Cool down, dive in the lake. Tahoe has been beautiful.
It always is.
Right.
Right.
Um, Gonna lose a few pounds. I've been eating too much this weekend.
I know. A lot of carbs. Or like carb loading for what?
I know.
Nothing.
I saw that. What's that thing with Ozempic?
What thing?
Where Ozempic is a weight loss thing?
Are you just now figuring this out?
Well, you told me about it a while ago, but I keep seeing it on the news.
It's been like a thing for like 3 months now.
Yeah, Ozempic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ozempic.
Yes, that'd be it.
That's the drug, and people are
Yes.
using it. We got to get it prescribed to you. So how
Correct.
do you say I want it for weight loss, and the doctor will prescribe, or you got to get
Yeah.
it for it's a diabetes
It's a
medicine?
diabetes medication, but doctors are prescribing it off-label to lose weight, which therefore means your insurance will not cover it.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now that people use this, and they're probably going to get all fucked up from it.
I don't know.
Brain damage or something.
I don't know about that, but
Kidney damage, brain damage, whatever.
I don't know. Well, I mean, people with diabetes use it. It makes you not like hungry. Like you don't have cravings. You don't. You can't actually like eat as much. It gives like your stomach like this. I think what it is like when you eat the food like stays in your stomach longer,
Mm-hmm.
so you're actually like physically like full all the time.
How does it stay in your stomach?
It's like a
longer?
slower to digest.
It sounds like you. You're always constipated.
Right, but it,
Right.
yeah,
If you're
so
not on
eat.
Ozempic, yeah.
Right. But they're also wondering if it's a good thing because it gets rid of like those cravings, like like when you get like cravings for food but you're not hungry.
Oh, like yeah, if you eat like something sugary.
Or you're like, I just really want In-N-Out, but I just ate lunch, or
You know what
when
happens? A lot of times I go to like T's. T's
Yeah.
is a burrito place in Incline. If people didn't in Tahoe, people didn't know. Every time I eat a T's burrito, I want like something sweet or candy after or something.
I don't know. So it takes away those cravings. So they're actually going to start using it, testing it to see if it'll help with drug addicts and alcoholics.
Oh.
To get help with their
What about
craving,
smokers?
their addiction cravings, probably with that too.
Nicotine.
Because like a lot of people that have been on it are like, I have kind of no desire to drink. I don't want like alcohol doesn't sound great. I didn't have a problem before, but like I might come home out of a glass of wine, but I don't want it anymore.
Sounds like an antidepressant.
It's not, or kind of, I guess, in that sense. It does do like a
Mess with your brain a little bit. Well,
a little chemical in there.
I
So
don't know. We're gonna
we'll
start
see.
seeing different commercials.
Not
dieting
yet.
on that thing.
Well,
Not sure. I wonder if this guy's ever taken Ozempic.
Hey everybody, this is Joe LaMonica with LaMonica Custom Builders. You want a custom home from a Southern California premier home builder? Call me, Joe LaMonica with LaMonica Custom Builders. 310-465-3347.
They could be like Ozempic.
nice.
You know.
Well,
I talked to Joe the other day. He's coming up for the football pool.
yes.
He's gonna stay with us. And
I
should be
gotta get our guest room ready then.
Yep, we'll get the
Sorry,
guest.
Rev.
We'll get the guest room ready. We should have him on the podcast.
I'm down.
He'd be good.
He's down.
Joe's always a good guest on the podcast. Speaking of that, next week we're gonna have Jazz on the podcast, our actor friend,
Okay.
and he now has some big news he can share with us.
Okay.
about acting.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so we'll do all the. I gotta make him sloppy joes though. That's how we
Okay.
pay him to be on the podcast. I gotta make sloppy joes, and I make the dinner. Last time he was on, I made chicken, cheese, rice, and peas.
Oh yes, you did.
And this time I'm going to make sloppy joes. Every time I've seen the kid for the last 2 months, 3 months, he's like, sloppy joes, Eric. So finally,
he really
and I
wants
go,
your
well, when
sloppy
can you be on the
joes.
podcast? I'll have you over. It's a bribery thing. You eat the sloppy joes, you come on the podcast.
Okie dokes.
We'll talk about it. But no, excited to have him, and in 2 weeks we're going to have my mom on.
Oh, we are.
So we're going to have Jazz on, then my mom on.
Okay.
So I told my mom, I said, I hope something weird happens to you in the next couple of weeks so we can talk about
I
it.
do have some stuff I want to talk to your mom about.
Oh, the Golden Bachelor.
Yes, I just for years they've been putting ads on during The Bachelor of like if you're over 65 and looking for love, like, and I'm like, no way they're doing like a older person Bachelor. Come on.
I know.
But now that it's come out and the guy has been like announcing the commercials, I'm real excited.
Because the guy's like 74, which is the same age
He's
as my mom.
71.
71?
He's a 71-year-old widow.
Oh. Yeah, I would think they would have to put a widow on, not a divorce.
Yeah, I think because there's less drama then.
Well, it's a little, yeah. But the thing is, when they have these hometown dates and everything, they're going to have to meet the grandkids.
The kids and
possibly,
grandkids.
Possibly a great-grandkid. I mean,
right.
It could happen.
Not
yeah.
like parents. You're meeting kids.
Yeah.
And
then
those dates, you can't go like skydiving and shit. It's going to be
people
like,
fucking die.
yeah, you're literally picnicking in the park, taking a stroll around a pond.
I mean, they might not even be able to drink or anything or eat sugar or anything.
Because
like
they're on
diabetic
meds.
or whatever.
Right. So I'm real intrigued to see how this goes, and I'm really excited, and I have a lot of questions.
I've never seen a bachelor that can't drink. They all
Right.
drink.
I mean, I have seen stuff after where some of like the
Apple cider.
contestants like actually don't really drink or don't want to drink, and
Yeah,
so
like
they give them
Sparkling
something
water
that looks
or sparkling
kind of
cider.
looks like. So you're not forced to drink. You just
Oh, okay.
they just kind of want the appearance of it either way, so they'll put
Like
it in
a champagne flute
right.
and have that.
Yeah.
Well, good. If something ever happens to my mom, I'm signing her up for
But
that.
I think there was, now that I'm thinking about it, a couple years back, there has been some religious girls that I don't think ever drank. Because I feel like there was one-on-one date, and they had like sparkling apple cider. They like you saw it.
Oh, they had the
Yeah, so I think there has been-
martinis or whatever it's called, Martinelli's or
Martinelli's.
Yeah.
They think they have had ones in the past that don't drink. They just don't really talk about it,
Oh,
and they just kind of
I'm bad. I didn't
drink
know
your non-alcoholic in this alcoholic cup.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
But I'm excited. I have questions for your mom about this because she's in this
yeah, we're gonna
dating range of the Golden Bachelor.
yeah, we're gonna drill my mom on the
yes,
Golden
I'm
Bachelor.
excited.
but
I have questions.
yeah,
I
we're
want to know her
watching-
responses.
What do you think of the Bachelorette that's on now? We're almost done with that.
I
And
know.
yes, folks, I do watch the Bachelorette.
Right.
I have to watch it for the show and for Kylie.
Okay. I only started watching all of these because of you. But I don't know how I feel. This season isn't very exciting. It seems to be really short, and I don't know if they did that on purpose because it's not exciting.
I think they did it a little bit on purpose. I think they're ramping
and
up.
I
for
like
this
I
Golden.
like her, the girl, Charity.
Yeah.
But it isn't super exciting. There isn't, a lot happening.
Right.
And so they've like sped through it all, and I'm horrible with names, so I like just now figured out like two people's names. And I'm like, well, now we're like at hometowns, and I don't even know what.
Yeah,
So
came
it's real
quick.
short, and I don't know.
Yeah, we supposedly got to get. So there's Tanner's girlfriend Allie said there's a girl that wants to be on our
Yeah.
podcast about The Bachelor, but we have to wait.
This season like
We have to meet her
blew through
first.
so fast that I'm like, what?
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
even get it. We didn't even get a chance to
We're like,
do anything
yeah.
about it.
So I don't know. I mean, it's not the worst season, not the best season, but
We'll have a full.
what do you think about it, Mr. Bachelor?
I seem to like it. I think the girl might be a little stupid,
Why? Yeah.
but
Why do you think she's stupid?
I think she's reading all these guys kind of wrong. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh.
Let's just see how it goes. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about
Who?
that.
Who's your front runner?
I can't remember anything, but well, it's gonna be Joey,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it's
Dotun.
gonna be him now.
I think it's
because something weird's
oh.
gonna happen. So
Yeah, I
That's who I
originally had
think it's gonna
Joy
be.
and what's Dotton?
yeah, I think she knows who she's gonna pick. She's just that's why it's kind of boring. She's prolonging it out.
Oh,
She knows who
maybe.
she's gonna pick.
And so
I
that's
think,
why.
or at least the top two, she knows. And so I
it's
think
just,
that's why it's
not
kind of
very
the
exciting
dates
for
are
us.
kind of blah, and she keeps repeating the dates, which is weird. That's who her top
I
favorites are
know.
because she just wants to be with them. She doesn't want to be with anybody else.
Or does she really have no idea?
No,
like, I think
she
it
just-
might be them.
No, she just wants to be with them and nobody else. There's that one
Oh.
girl that quit that one time. She only wanted to be with the one guy. She's like, I don't even want to be with any of these guys.
Yeah, but then they broke up, so it didn't
And-
matter.
I know because she was fucking stupid.
Okay.
I mean, you knew that from the get-go.
Right.
I mean,
yes.
it was pretty obvious she was just stupid. And that
I
was during
know.
COVID when they did it in Palm Springs.
Was it? No, I don't think it was during COVID, was it?
Yeah, it was the COVID. They do
Oh.
COVID. They showed them doing COVID tests and all this stuff, and they had to isolate them for a couple weeks before.
Well,
See, I
yeah.
remember all
it's
this
not.
stuff.
I guess you do.
Yeah.
I'm kind of. I don't know if I should be impressed or. You can't remember what like I asked you to do yesterday, but you remember that?
What?
Yeah.
I've been noticing there's a few things on Facebook
What?
that I've been noticing. Tell me if you've been getting these. There's ads where there's this wrap that goes on your leg. You fold on your leg like it's a brace or something, and it's 3 pieces and it covers your whole leg, and then you plug it in and it massages your leg.
I have not gotten
And
those.
if you look at it, it looks like I've been getting a lot of these things. My mom sent me this thing because my mom has this flop foot, and she sent me these. For some reason, me and her were talking about it, so it sends me these braces for your feet.
because it's listening to you.
Yeah, it's listening to you, and then it also kept sending me shoulder braces.
Because you keep talking about your shoulders.
right, and so it's sending me shoulder braces or massage.
You have to
units.
close the app when you're done with it. Like, make it.
Oh, but anyway, and then it's sending me all these cupping things for your shoulder.
Oh,
all
maybe
these,
you need a cupping.
yeah, all these different things. And so I went to breakfast with my mom last week. And
Did she have her
and
flat foot
she's-
brace on?
I don't think so. And so she is getting all these shoulder things too.
Because you guys are talking about it with your apps open.
Right. And because
Right.
we've been talking about this, so we've been getting all these different ads, and I kept, as my mom goes, oh, well, they just know. I go, Mom, they listen to you. That's how they know. Or if you go on websites and stuff, they know.
Right.
But I have a funny thing that's been happening on my thing, and I don't know why. And I'm thinking maybe it's the podcast or what.
I don't know.
But I've been getting ads for Depends.
Stop it.
I have. I've been getting real ads for Depends on my Facebook. And I'm like, what the
You're
fuck?
joking.
No.
No.
And I'm not even talking about it, I don't think. Like, I'm not shopping for these things. I'm not even looking on the internet. I'm serious.
Have you been talking about adult diapers lately?
I don't know. Are we talking about it on the podcast and it's registering on the Facebook or something?
Oh, my Lord.
Maybe because I was talking about like a high school reunion or something, but I'm like, why am I getting these ads? I talked to my mom. I said, do you get ads? She goes, why would you get ads for Depends?
Your mom doesn't even
No,
get them.
she says, I don't get those. I don't know what's going on. I was actually going to
that one's
screenshot.
real funny.
I was
and
gonna
I like it.
I was gonna screenshot it for you to show you because I'm like, why would I get that?
That's funny. I get ads for like.
Maybe because I talk about shit in my pants all the time.
That could be.
Or and I'm just joking, people. By the way, I don't really.
You do, but I get like shopping, like places that want me to come shop there. That's what I.
Well, I
get.
know everybody gets what they kind of talk about.
Right.
We tested it one time. We started talking about our alarm system, and the next thing I know, getting
Right.
alarm ads.
Yes, we did test it, and it is true. They're
Yeah.
listening.
I just want the Facebook people. My phone is right here recording this stuff. I don't need fucking diapers. Don't
Yet.
send them to me. Now,
Yet.
only word they got was diapers. They're going to send them to me.
Diapers,
Right.
adults diapers.
Yeah, don't say that anymore. I'm going to get all these weird ads.
What if you get a free pack of diapers? Will you at least try them?
No.
Oh.
I don't. I seen them in my papa's place and folded up. They're huge and they're gross.
Aren't they
and
just like underwear that like pull up, giant pull ups?
they're giant pull-ups. Why don't they make them fashionable at least?
Oh, maybe that's
Like, the pull-ups have cartoons on them and stuff.
Right. They make like those like underwear, those like lady underwear for that time of the month. Maybe they need like a men's one for.
Actually, that's a good idea.
I know it's for reals. I actually have some of those.
Why don't you
underwear.
invent
I love
those?
them. But why don't they make a men version in case you take a shirt?
Yeah.
Just a little extra padding in the back, or
Yeah.
maybe even in the front when you don't shake very well. You pad that so it doesn't get on your khakis.
Now you think about it, I might need those. I'm like, shit. This isn't a bad idea. And you just throw them away.
I mean,
I would
that's
just throw 'em away.
wasteful, but
Yeah.
you could if it's that bad.
I'm hoping I got a few years before this.
Me too.
Why do I need those when I got you to wipe my ass?
Good Lord. I
But
didn't
anyway,
sign up for that.
I know.
But it's like it's like a glimpse into my future, like with every passing day.
Right.
It's fine.
Sorry.
Love you.
This is what happens.
I know.
Like, I don't want to get older.
You would like if you stopped.
Right. Can I just stop right now? Just stop it already. Jesus. Jeez Louise. But I am funner.
Are you? I mean,
Yeah.
yes, you are.
I'm a lot funner.
Yeah.
A lot more cheerful and stuff.
Cheerful and stuff.
I auditioned for a commercial.
Yeah, you did.
And the other actor in the commercial would be Peyton Manning.
I know.
And so Kylie was playing when she auditioned
I
me.
was the reader.
She was the reader
/
and
Peyton Manning.
she was and my acting coach. We all know this.
I feel like I'm reading really good at
and
this.
so she was reading Peyton Manning's part, and I was doing my part. But I didn't even care about the commercial. I would just like to hang out with Peyton Manning for a day.
Right. I know. I was like,
It's only a one-day shoot.
You're like, can I have lunch with you?
Yeah,
please?"
I'd have to go for 2 days, and you can go with me if you can get off work.
I know. I kind of because it shoots in Denver, and I'm like,
In
I've
Denver,
never
yeah.
been to Denver. I kind of just want to see Denver.
Yeah, you come with me if it happens.
Yeah, you come with me.
Yeah.
I'm your handler.
My acting coach / handler. Peyton Manning probably like you.
I'm a hoot.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. But Peyton Manning kind of plays kind of a dumber, dorky
Yes.
kind of guy.
Which so I had to
And
I had to coach you in that.
Yeah, to coach me in that. I was like the executive going, well, I guess we could. Is
like,
this, is this right?
Is this? Are
yeah.
you sure? Like, this is what you
Yeah,
mean by
and
this?
it's a NBC Olympics commercial.
commercial.
Yeah, so that'd be something else if I got that.
It'd be
I mean,
amazing.
chances are slim, but
Hey,
I did
so
audition
it's
for it.
100% no if you don't do it.
Right, so it's like buying a lottery ticket. You can't win if you don't play.
Right.
So we'll see what happens.
Be cool if you got a call
Yeah.
back though.
Peyton Manning, I'm coming.
Coming for
Coming for you, Peyton Manning. I have so many football questions to ask, I wouldn't be able to handle it.
You're like, what? We're doing a commercial, but I have a question.
Right. I wonder if this guy's a Peyton Manning fan at all.
This segment of Life with Eric is brought to you by
G&E Painting and Drywall, servicing Reno, Tahoe, and Truckee areas for over 25 years.
Call G&E today for all of your painting and drywall needs at 775-833-0551.
Last week, we had my high school reunion.
Yeah.
And that episode got a lot of comments, and I had a handful of comments and stuff about from the high schoolers and stuff like this.
Hey, that's cool.
Most
Thanks
of them said
for
they
the
like.
tune-in.
No one said they didn't like it
I'll take it.
because they don't want to be mean. They probably just talk behind our backs.
Oh, that's fine.
And yeah, and if they like it, they say they like it. But I have a couple people want to know, like, if we're Bridget for one had texted me and says, "Are you guys basically saying are you guys always drinking during your podcast?" And
yes.
we and for those of you that want to know, we usually have one drink and we usually don't finish it.
True.
And so we go for
And it's usually our first drink of the day.
day or whatever, and then we usually sit down for a good hour plus during this time. But the podcast is only 40 minutes or whatever. But we talk beforehand and after and stuff. But we only have the one drink, and sometimes we'll have in the morning. Sometimes we'll just have coffee.
True. Or sometimes, like last week, I just had water.
Yeah, sparkling water. Like if we're hungover, sparkling water. But usually the podcast flows a little better when you have a drink.
It kind of just takes that little top edge off.
Yeah, and so
We have done it drunk before, and that
it's not
was
good.
bad. We
So
had to redo that.
yeah, so we promised ourselves we're not going to do it drunk.
Yeah,
so,
because as much as you think you're funny and you sound good,
You don't. Yeah, it's funny.
You're slurring, and that funny comment you made is not funny.
Right. So, and people think we're drunk
No.
I don't know how we're going to be drunk for 115 episodes, be hammered every time.
I mean, that'd be cool if I was that much of a
Actually,
functioning
maybe we
alcoholic,
should do that.
but
You like that.
I'm not.
But I mean, just think about it. If we were drunk every time.
Yeah, you would be so funny.
Yeah, right.
To me, at least.
Yeah, and sometimes we do them in the morning and then late night.
So there
we do
is
them all kind of different times. Like right
a
now,
cocktail involved.
right now, if you look on YouTube, I'm
One
3/4 of the way.
single.
I'm 3/4 of the way of this small drink here, and we're only 29 minutes and 35 seconds
Right.
into the podcast.
I drink, I think, a third of mine.
Right. So that answers any of your questions about how much we drink or if we're drunk.
Not very much.
Some people say, I can't believe you do that. You must be drunk. I mean,
No.
I'm like, no, that's how we talk.
We're just
drunk talkers.
No, we just are chatty Cathys, and we like to hear ourselves talk. And
Right. So anyway,
No.
anybody that listened to high school, thanks for listening to
Yes,
us.
thank
and
you.
people did like last week's episode because I think we were
back.
we
if
were
you
back
will.
the week one before we
I
fucking
said,
sucked, I
the
think.
week after we got back from Newport, we were like dying and dead, and it had no energy. And I didn't listen back because it's me, but doing it, I was like, that just didn't feel like us. And so
No.
I made it a conscious effort to like
Yeah.
get it back.
And we never dump a podcast and redo. We've done it once, I think. That's it.
I think so.
And it's funny. I was listening to Jackie Schimmel, and she said, I think she'd done it 9 years. There's been a handful of times where she dumped it and did another one. Where
she's
she just thought it was
yeah.
so down or so not right or whatever, But half the time we don't listen back. A lot of times,
Right.
so we're just like,
I
well, I
have no
guess we
idea.
don't really know.
Right.
But most of the time, I'll listen to them before. But by the time I figure out I think it sucks. It's too late.
Right.
The thing's being posted and it's been done. Bless you.
Thank you.
But anyway, also if anybody wants a hat, hit us up. We still got hats. They're right here. If you want to look at them, right there, they're right there. And then we got a lot of comments last week on Barbieheimer.
Oh yeah. What about it?
of
What about
what we've seen? What this people said they like it, they didn't like it. It's funny. I've had people say they have 3/4 of the people say they like Oppenheimer.
Really?
A quarter say they don't, or it's
What
too
do they
boring.
not like about it?
I fall asleep. It's too boring. Mostly it loses them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and stuff like that. I liked it, but if you're saying the best movie of all time, but people in the movie making like River and stuff, they like the technical end of it.
The technical.
I don't
yeah.
really care about the technical.
I
end of
don't
it.
either.
I just want to see.
I thought
acting
it was
great.
good. The acting was really good. I like that it brought re-brought up the light of that period of like the wars and the like bombs and stuff. Because I'm gonna go with like River's generation. These younger generations don't know anything about that time.
I like they showed his mistress's boobs a lot.
Okay. But so it's
They
like
had that sex scene in there. I
Yes,
know
they
you-
did.
I know you're trying to avoid this, but
no,
listen.
I'm not trying to avoid it. I had a point, and you're interrupting
Oh,
me
go ahead.
with
Say-
boobs.
Say your point. Now everybody's. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's hear your point that no one wants to hear.
Okay, rude.
Well, I'm talking about boobs here.
So
Okay, go ahead. What's your point?
I
What is
have
it?
my own set of boobs. I don't care about any of theirs.
Oh,
I was just saying it's bringing
flop them out then. Whatever you want to do.
okay. that I'm a firm believer that history repeats itself. And if you look back in like the history books, you will see the pattern. And so I think it's interesting that they're kind of re-bringing this up because we're kind of at a point in life where in the world we're if you look kind of starting to repeat some of those patterns with how we're, the conflict between countries and societies. And so I think it's really interesting. I think it's an interesting time to have that brought out too.
And what I got out of this is that
tits.
no, the boobs are about the same back then as they are now.
Okay.
Everything looks about the same, except nowadays they have fake ones here and there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So history,
is repeating itself.
I think so.
We're back to the natural tit.
yeah,
Okay.
we are actually. If you
Actually,
think about
we are.
that,
I know.
we are. Girls don't get boob jobs as
No,
much
they do
anymore.
not.
Right. I'm fine with that. Just prop them up
Just prop
or
'em
whatever
up.
you want to do. What did they do in the old days?
They wore like cone bras.
Yeah, they wore the real tight, like they
Corsets?
Corsets. Yeah, they wore corsets. But okay,
God bless it.
Barbie movie. We're gonna go see the Barbie movie
I'm real excited for the Barbie
Tuesday.
movie.
I think we're gonna go see it. Right.
Okay,
I think
hey,
that's
if
the day.
you're ready,
I can't
I'm
do it
ready.
on Monday. I have to do it on Tuesday. I think.
That's fine with me.
Or maybe Monday. I don't know. Probably Tuesday though.
Okay.
But I promised you I would go see that with you.
Yes.
And
I think you're gonna like it.
If I like it better than Oppenheimer,
You
or
probably will
Oppenheimer,
because you'd have to think less.
right.
So you probably will like it.
I probably. I'm excited now. I've heard a lot of things. I'm excited now.
Yeah, it's not just like a dumb like Barbie movie.
Yeah.
There's like more to it.
What's the other movie I want to see?
I have no idea.
Let's talk about that in a second because I'm talking about what happened last week. I went to the DMV a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, you did.
And,
Congrats to you. First time ever.
Took me an hour and 45 minutes.
That's pretty good.
There was a nice girl. Her name is Jordan. I gave her a podcast card, and
Yes,
hopefully
thanks
she'll
Jordan
listen.
for helping him out.
Yeah,
'cause
so thanks,
he-
Jordan. Don't know if she'll listen to this one, but we'll see.
Who has gone to the DMV for the first time ever in their 53?
Right.
Right.
And I was there forever because we had to change the titles of our cars and all this stuff. So it was actually a pretty pleasant experience. But you
That's
know
nice.
what? I wasn't in a rush to get anywhere. you know what I mean.
If you're going to the DMV, you shouldn't be in a rush.
So after I leave Jordan, she says I can go back and get Kylie's signature. Just come to her desk. I don't get to get a number. She's very nice.
that's
I said, oh,
nice.
that's cool. She goes, I'll watch out for you and I'll see you.
That's very nice.
So I go back up to her desk and I'm waiting there, and there's this lady just cussing her out. I'm like, what the fuck? And then
Right.
she went to her supervisor, told the lady, I can't help you. You got to leave and go get whatever and this
whatever
and
you
that.
need that
Whatever
you're
you
missing.
need. Ladies, I've been in the DMV for 37 years and blah blah blah, and this
Yeah,
is
and
fucking bullshit.
It changes like every 2 years.
And then
what
all
you
she
need.
has to do is sit there and goes, I need to talk to your supervisor. She goes, well, I just talked to my supervisor. So she
Yeah.
finally gets the supervisor, then
And
helps
tells
me.
her the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Then she's yelling at the supervisor.
Which I don't
Friggin'
understand
DMV.
why people always try to fight like this government entities like the DMV or Social Security office, all this stuff. They will do nothing to help you if you don't have the right paperwork because they physically can't.
I know.
Like they
They're just
can't.
Employees.
Right, they
I mean, a
can't-
supervisor can maybe override
You can't
stuff.
like let it slide without it because then
It's
it comes
fucking
back
government.
and they get in trouble and then they lose their job and stuff. So it's just like just do what they tell you to do, and if you just let it happen and just
I'll
got
guarantee
it.
you the DMV gets written up, and if you got 3 write-ups, you're like fired.
Oh yeah,
And they
for
don't
sure.
even care if they're shorthanded.
No,
They just go, oh, let's
right.
go to the
so
job
just
market.
do what they tell you to do. Your life will be easier. You'll get it done.
Yeah. And this girl's so nice at the DMV, and Jordan, don't fucking do that to her.
Well, and I have found when I've gone to the DMV, if you're nice to them, they're really nice
She was
to
super
you.
nice to me, like extra
Yeah.
nice. And I go, oh, now this is going to go through no problem because she really likes me now.
Well, no, yeah. If you're nice to them, especially because I think they get a lot of shit.
Yeah.
They'll like really happy to help you.
Yeah, and she warned me not to get personalized plates for you, which I
I
did
know.
because people are
Sorry.
gonna.
Okay, I've had them for like 20 years.
It only
I've,
takes once.
I've yet to
Only
get
takes once for a
stopped yet.
psycho.
Yeah, I married him.
Oh, right. See, I told you.
Just joking. Love you.
Love you, baby. There's a couple things I wanted to touch on
Oh,
before
okay.
we go, and the name I'm going to give you is Jason. What name? I say Jason. What name comes up?
Immediately in my head was Bateman.
Oh, jeez, I'm not.
I
talking
don't know
about Jason
why.
Bateman.
That's immediately what came into my
Yeah.
head.
Well, Jason Bateman hosts Smartless, so
Right.
we're not talking about
He's
him.
a hoot.
Yeah,
You mean like
I do like Smartless anyway, the podcast.
That's the
Okay,
first thing that came
Another
into my
Jason. Come on, give me
I
another
go with
Jason.
Jason Kirby now.
Oh my God.
That's
I went to
what-
high school with Jason
I
Kirk.
know.
Give me another one. Jason.
I don't know. Jason.
Come on. There's
The,
two
the
Jasons.
murderer.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
I was talking about the first Jason I was talking about was Jason Aldean.
Oh, I
Because he
should have
has-
that when he's been on the news a lot.
He has that song out. Don't do this in a small town or something.
Something like that. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah.
In a small, you won't get away with
Is
this
that
in a small town. Yeah,
Something
like
yeah.
I'll beat your
small
ass.
Town. Yeah.
Like small town takes care of business. He's getting so much shit for that, but there's a lot of truth to that.
It is true.
I mean, yeah.
I found it interesting because they had a little comparison on the news.
I downloaded. I'm not in the country. I bought that song
know you
because I was
did.
pissed because I'm like, why would they censor him like that?
Right. So they're censoring this song, and they had like some rapper that was like shooting up
Cop
a
killers.
convenience store and shooting at cops, and
And
that was
killing
his
cops.
music video.
And happy
they're-
about it. And happy
yeah,
about it
and like praising it, and they're like, "How is this okay, but this is not okay?"
because he's a rapper.
Right. So I don't like that. If you're gonna do one, you got to do them all.
Right. And this guy's talking about you come in a small town and do this. We might have to take care of our own business because the cops aren't gonna.
Right.
And it's just a song.
Well, no, they're saying in the small town the cops will, like they're for the cops.
Yeah,
in
it's
small towns.
it's creativity. It's whatever.
And
you
well,
know?
that's his freedom of speech. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's not even that bad. I was like, Jesus.
Well,
what's
compared to
going
that,
on?
which I didn't really, because I didn't listen to rap. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize some of the shit that was out there.
Oh, and a rap
But
songs,
so I was like,
yeah.
how is that acceptable? And that
Because
one's not.
they're speaking like the truth, and so is he.
right.
But he happens to be a
A white
you
guy.
know, well, he kind of has a Midwestern type attitude, the everyday Joe. But yeah, you don't get away with it. And the other Jason I was talking about is Jason Momoa.
oh,
that
yeah,
his
Shark
name?
Week. Yeah.
Now we watch Shark Week, and he's
We
the
did.
host.
I didn't watch much of the night ones. I think you did more than I did.
He was a horrible host.
But the glimpses I got, I also noticed
Like,
that
How much they pay him for that?
a lot. I miss my
Beca-
guess.
I would say too, and he probably shot it in like a day
oh, for sure.
because he's wearing the same outfit. I
for
noticed
sure
that.
shot it in a day.
But it wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
It seemed fake. It seemed everything else, and
It
he
seemed
was just not
it seemed
into
like
it.
really what's the name?
Forced.
Forced, yeah.
Like he's definitely reading.
And he's an actor though, so I'm like, why? At least can he act?
Yeah, and I'm assuming he's a pretty good actor. I think.
Right,
but
he was Aquaman.
He was Aquaman. Do you know he was on Baywatch also?
I did not.
Yeah, they showed me. He's just super skinny.
What?
Yeah, you
Sorry,
just
that
look
was
up the
real
picture.
high-pitched.
He had a picture with
No.
Carmen Electra and the other girl when after he was on after Pam Anderson was
Okay.
gone, and Karma
Electra
Electra
was
took
there.
her
Yeah, yeah,
spot, and another girl.
Get out of town.
and he's ripped to shreds,
But
but he's
thin.
super skinny and real
What?
dark, and he was a lifeguard. He played on Baywatch.
That's
Just look it up.
insane. I am
I
gonna
was
look
actually,
it up.
I was like, is that him?
No
He's-
way. Yeah.
He's probably 60 pounds heavier, more maybe.
Whoa.
He was probably like early 20s.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was obviously he's Baywatch lifeguard. He was good looking.
Well,
right? Yeah.
obviously,
And
yes.
so, but yeah, I just disappointed in that hosting
I was a little
job.
disappointed as well. From and you watched more than I did. From the few blips I got, I was like, really? Is this for real?
Right,
I could do a better job.
right. So I could do a better job, but I don't have it. They wanted his name because he was
Here's
like,
a question.
I'm Jason Momoa, and I'm here for Shark Week because I was Aquaman. They show up
Right.
the Aquaman
Right.
scene.
Can
That's
you
what they
read a
wanted him.
teleprompter?
Yeah, I'm
Can
fairly
you?
good at it.
Are you?
Yeah, you know that PSA commercial River and I did? That's
Yeah,
all
you-
teleprompter.
Okay.
And I'm acting the shit out of that. And they had the nicest teleprompter with big letters, and it scrolled
I wonder
up.
if we should make you a teleprompter for your auditions.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
We could on a computer.
Well, what you do is the teleprompter that I use was actually part of the camera. It's a huge screen
Right.
that rolled up.
Because I think there was a time I was doing this gig for, I don't know, some tech company.
Yeah.
And I would have to go to this guy's house every week.
And read off the teleprompter.
And it was just like an iPad, though. They have, I think there's a teleprompter app.
Yeah.
And I would just read off an iPad, like a teleprompter iPad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I
I,
would-
just thought of this
I
now.
like-
Why is it taking me all this time?
Right. I don't know if you could stay as much in character, but we did. Me and River did.
Yeah, I
But
think you can.
It's right in eye line with where
Especially
you're looking.
if you kind of knew the. I didn't even know the lines. They just gave them to me. Thankfully, I'm
Right.
skilled.
It's got to be
reader.
the right eye line.
Well, yeah.
But I've done
and the right speed.
I've done gigs where they write it down and tape it under the camera because they don't have a teleprompter. They're writing it. But I've done probably 5 different teleprompter things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's your jam.
I love teleprompters.
I think you need
That's
a
my thing,
teleprompter. I'm,
yeah.
after all these auditions, I'm
Right.
kind of worried about your brain power. I think we need to do like brain games with you.
Like Kirk Cousins from the,
Yeah,
he has a thing,
yes.
a sensor he hooks up to his
We
head.
need to start making your brain work.
Right.
Like maybe you should read a book. I can get like a young adult book from
I read
Brecken.
scripts and everything. I'm doing a scene.
I mean, we
I
need
memorize
to
it.
get your brain working on a daily basis,
Oh, okay.
like crossword puzzles, maybe something. Let's maybe work on that.
I don't want to do cross. I want to play backgammon.
Okay.
You want to play backgammon?
Sure.
I have an old backgammon game, and I want to start playing
You have
once
a
a week.
new backgammon game that I got you for Christmas a couple years
It's a
ago.
little I bring it every year to Hawaii. We never play.
Correct.
Why don't we just sit down and fucking play?
We can play backgammon.
Do you even know how to play?
Yeah, you taught me.
And then we played like one game. We never played again.
Correct.
Right.
You are correct. Because your brain it starts hurting.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm spacing out this podcast because Life with Eric podcast is brought to you by Petrilla Concrete Construction and doTERRA Essential Oils. You can get those from Aislinn Mueller. Her handle at Insta is at This Essential Life.
Are you getting tired? Do you need another nap?
No more naps. This podcast is also sponsored by 430 National and Reno Yard LLC. And folks out there, if you like this podcast, share it with a friend. It helps us out. Subscribe to us. That helps us out even more. But if you share it and tell them you like it, they're more likely to listen. So please do that. But don't do it on Stitcher because Stitcher
Ooh,
is only till August 29th. And from what
Right.
I know, I don't even know if one person that listened to it's on Stitcher, but it's going to automatically go over to Pandora.
oh, well.
Pandora bought Stitcher.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just the podcast Dan told me that.
Oh,
Thanks, podcast Dan.
thanks for the info update.
Thanks for the info. So, dear, it's about that time.
Nap
Last
time.
call, not nap time. Last call. Who are we cheersing today?
Today we are gonna cheers to Oregon Mike.
Cheers to Oregon Mike. It was so
Thanks,
nice
yeah,
seeing
for
him.
making the trip down.
20-something years. We
Yep,
got to make a
having
trip.
dinner. I think
up to
so.
Oregon.
I think that would be better.
And see,
for
I told my
everyone.
dad, let's go up in November. We'll go to that little place we stayed at, Callahan
Callahan's.
Ranch.
No,
Callahan's.
Callahan Ranch is here.
Yeah, Callahan's. And it's like a giant log cabin
It was
hotel
pretty cool. Yeah.
on the Pacific Rim Trail, and it was pretty cool. They had a little coffee shop in there and a little restaurant.
They had a
and
coffee shop?
No, I just
They
called
didn't-
it
I was
that.
like,
I don't know.
they had a little restaurant.
Do you know what I ate there when I had there? Do you remember what I ordered?
You had beef stroganoff.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
It
I
was
tasted
actually
it.
prime rib beef stroganoff.
Yeah, which you asked.
And which I was like, is the prime rib all bloody? And so they go, no, it's kind of cooked. But it was good.
I think you asked. You were like, well, can I just get it like extra cooked? And they were like, sure.
Right.
But it was really good. It's a
was.
cute little hotel.
That's the place where I took that picture by the fireplace
with your
just
leg,
my
where
leg.
it looked like your leg
It
was
looked
fake.
like a prosthetic leg.
It was like a plastic leg.
Like a
It was
plastic-
the weirdest leg picture
like
ever.
a smooth woman leg.
It was like that.
Right. That was cool. Subscribe or follow us on wherever you listen to your podcast, or just go to our website at www.lifewitheric.com.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for updates and a closer look into My Life with Eric. To all of our listeners out there, remember, it's always happy hour here.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Love you, baby.
Love you.